Hey there, Fallout fans. It's McFly back again with another Fallout 76 Legendary Scrip opening, and I'm just realizing how much of a mouthful that is. Wait, how does this go again? It's been so long. Hey there, Fallout fans. It's McFly back again with another Fallout 76 Legendary Scrip. Oh yeah, the Almost Weekly series where I head on down to the Rusty Pick, throw some Scrip, and hopefully she throws something good back. I still got it. What are we at, number 30? Let's do it. I need like another top 10 soon or something. If you like Fallout stuff and you want to follow the series, you can click down there on my subscribe button. That way you won't miss any of the weekly content.
I am a god, you dull creature, and I will not be bullied by that.
We are back again at the Rusty Pick. I hope you guys had a great week. If you couldn't tell from the intro, it's been a weird one for me. But now it's time to take the W out of weird and put it in good, because hopefully we're going to roll some good weapons here. Now, considering we do have Season 5 and Steel Rain on the horizon, along with it comes a lot of different legendary effect changes. So with this specific episode, when we get a legendary effect, I'm also going to read off what it's going to change to. So I'm sorry to anyone who doesn't want to be spoiled for the next season, but you might have to click off now. And with that being said, we're going to call this one Legendary Vendor, the Spoiler Files. Also, side note, there still is a couple more weeks, and some of this info could change, so make sure you tear me apart in those comments. Alright, as always, I have my 1000 Scrip, and I'm going to spend it all on legendary ranged weapons. Luck, don't let me down. Number 1. Starting off, we got a 2-shot short pump action shotgun. It shoots an additional projectile with bullets explode for area damage, which is pretty nice, and then a 90% weight reduction. That's not a bad start if I do say so myself. It's a very traditional combo to see a 2-shot explosive. This was a weapon combination that was so sought after at one point, mainly when the game started, but I remember when everyone was looking for a 2-shot explosive. And then adding to it, it has a 90% weight reduction, which is great because I'm probably going to put mods on this thing. And surprisingly enough, nothing is going to change on this roll, or at least to my knowledge. Maybe some damage values for explosive or 2-shot? I don't know. I haven't heard anything. Let's hope it's not downhill from here. Number 2. Here we have a mutant short lever action rifle. Damage increased by 10% if you're mutated. VATS critical shots do 50% more damage. And then another 90% weight reduction. It's not the best roll, it's not the worst roll. For a rifleman build, this can actually be a pretty cool, maybe like a VATS rifleman. And as for a damage buff in the future, they apparently updated the functionality here, and damage now increases by 5% per mutation, maxing out at 25%. So as long as you're running about 5 mutations, you have a 25% boost with this effect after the update. It's definitely a positive change, and way better than the 10% that we have now. And hopefully we'll make the mutants effect more viable. Number 3. Oh, my favorite. Here we go. We got a Ghoul Slayer's Pipe Pistol. Plus 30% damage to ghouls, bashing damage is increased by 40%, and then a 15% faster reload. Alright, right out of the gate, it's a pipe pistol, so I'm probably just going to write this off. It's Scrip. What can I say? But we do have a silver lining here, and I can use this as an example for the new update. As of the Steel Rain update, that ghoul's effect is going from 30% to 50%, and then the bashing damage is also increased from 40% to 50%. These damage buffs are very welcomed, but they still don't help this weapon, and it's going to be sold for Scrip. Number 4. This is what I like to see. We got a Furious Short Handmade. Damage increased after each consecutive hit on the same target. 25% faster fire rate. And then your VATS critical meter fills 15% faster. This is pretty solid in my book. For starters, it's a handmade. I don't get many of them. And handmade with good effects, I rarely get that. Recently, I haven't really been the biggest fan of Furious. I haven't been using it. That is a pretty solid roll. And another weapon where nothing is changing for the new update. So this weapon would stay the same. Number 5. Another Furious weapon, this time being a Furious Gauss Pistol. Along with it, another bashing damage increased by 40%, and then another 90% weight reduction. As always, I'm always happy to see a Gauss Pistol or any of the Gold Bullion plans. Makes me feel good about my RNG. But as for the effects, I'm not the biggest fan. And I think I may have to hop a server if I see that 90% weight reduction again. I feel like it repeats itself too much, so you gotta hop a server. The Furious on a Gauss weapon, I actually have never tried. I imagine it's gotta be a good thing. The fire rate is pretty ridiculous if you just constantly tap it, but somebody else is gonna have to attest to that. And nothing new here besides that bashing damage that's going to change, but we already went over that. So, on to the next. Number 6. Nice. All right, we got a Berserker's Crusader Pistol. I didn't even read it yet. I saw Crusader Pistol and I'm sold. These rarely drop for me, but now I see bashing damage and I'm like, ugh. All right, we got a Berserker's Crusader Pistol. Lower damage resistance increases damage dealt. Bashing damage increased by 40%, and then a +1 perception. Now, in my opinion, this roll could be way better. I don't think this is anything to write home about. But again, we can use this for the new update. Now, keeping in mind that Berserkers is the lower your damage resistance is, the more damage you'll deal. Now, with the new update, they're removing the damage debuff when the damage resistance is 80 or higher. So that's somewhat of a benefit. And then the damage when damage resistance is between 1 and 60 has been slightly reduced. I'm not sure if I fully understand the way it's trying to explain it, but from what I understand is there's going to be a bigger range in which you can use this effect, but ultimately maximizing it is going to do less damage. But yeah, bashing damage, that's going to increase to 50%. I already said that. I'm going to try to skip over it if I've already said it. On to the next. Nice to see a Crusader Pistol though. Very nice. Can I get a better one? Number 7. Okay, thank you. I mean, it's a little bit better. We got a Mutant Slayer's Crusader Pistol. 30% damage to super mutants. VATS critical shots do 50% more damage. And then another 90% weight reduction. Now, it's slightly better than the last one in my opinion. Still not that great, but I could take it over to West Tech for sure. Now, with the new Steel Rain update, that Mutant Slayer's effect is going from 30% to 50%, which is very nice. And then the other two are going to stay the same. And I know I said I'd hop a server if I saw another 90% weight reduction, but that's 2 Crusader Pistols in a row, so I'm going to keep going with this server. Here we go. My favorite, the Ocho. Letting it ride with the pistols, we got a Berserker's Short Laser Pistol. Again with the Berserker's effect, which they're going to have to explain better to me. I'm simple. I need a better explanation. Plus 10% damage while aiming. And then a 90% weight reduction again. Okay, I might have to hop a server. But before we go, that 10% damage while aiming, which is called a Hitman's effect, is getting an increase from 10% to 25% while aiming. So that's going to be very beneficial. And yeah, we already went over the rest. I'm going to hop a server because, yeah, that's too many 90% weight reductions. All right, new server. Hopefully some better luck. Number 9. At least it's different. We got a Mutant's Gatling Plasma. We haven't seen any heavy weapons yet. Along with the Mutant's effect, you have a 10% damage while aiming and 15% faster reload. It's a pretty decent roll for damage. It's only going to get better with the new update. Like we said before, your Mutant's effect is going to get increased per mutation, and then the Hitman's effect is going up to 25%. 15% faster reload is going to stay the same, but that is always great on a heavy weapon because these things take an extra second to reload. So yeah, maybe I'll hang on to this and see how it does after the update. That's also a big part of this too. I have a lot of weapons in my stash box that I'm like, do I want to get rid of this or not? It might be good after the update, but we're going to have to wait and see. Number 10. A Mutant Submachine Gun. Again with the Mutant's effect, this time with a 33% VATS hit chance, and then a 25% less VATS action point cost. Now this one's interesting because we have the Mutant's effect. Like I said, that's going to be increased with the new update. And then the plus 33% VATS hit chance is also going to go up. They're increasing that from the 33 to a 50. So that's a little VATS bonus there. And then the 25% less VATS action point cost is actually staying the same because that is a pretty good effect. It does not need to be increased, sadly. But then with this weapon, I might hang on to it because we have some pretty sick synergy, if I say so myself. Would probably be a pretty nice commando for some quick shooting. But yeah, not bad. Alright, I'm only going to spend an extra 100 scrip, so I'm going to head over to the machine right now, and we're going to hand in some trash and hopefully get one amazing treasure. Hopefully. Nope. It's actually kind of a hard decision for once. I want a lot of these for different reasons, but I think I'm going to get rid of this Gauss pistol. And it's a tough call, but I think I'm getting rid of the Berserker's laser pistol. Alright, last script to rule them all. A Ghoul Slayer's Bow. Alright, we got a 30% damage to ghouls, bashing damage increased by 40%, and faster movement speed while aiming. Nice. Not nice. This is not, I'm not a fan. No news on that faster movement speed while aiming. I wish they would take that out completely, but I guess they really like it. Other than that, we've already gone over the 2 effects. This is not the best weapon in the world unless you're going over to like White Springs Golf Resort. And even then, you're probably going to use a heavy weapon. That was a pretty solid round if I say so myself. I think this is the first time ever. So mark it, 30 episodes plus how many times I spent Scrip not recorded. I have never had such a hard decision on what weapons to Scrip at the end. And I can't believe that luck with the double Crusader pistol in a row. That's nuts. Also, we do have other legendary effects that are getting buffs, and I didn't roll them today. So if you want to pause your screen, I'll put them up right now. I know, surprisingly, we didn't get a Nocturnal. I thought that was going to happen for sure. But they're getting rid of that daytime debuff, so kudos for them. I'm curious to see what you guys got this week, so feel free to put it down in the comments. And what was your favorite weapon, of course, because we had a pretty good selection this time around. But as always, thank you guys so much for watching, especially if you made it this far. A like is always appreciated, and if you want to see more Fallout 76 content or overall entertainment like this, you can click down there on my channel and check out my other videos. As for me, I have a vault inspection to get ready for. I'll catch you out there in the wasteland.